Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm recording this on Christmas Day. Just thought I would do a gift showcase, showcasing the awesome stuff that I got for Christmas this year. It was a really kind of a strange Christmas, to be honest, and it's just the way things go. In my last video where I showcased some eBay pickups and some things that I was sent by a few friends, I talked about the fact that I have several family members that tested positive for COVID, so Christmas Eve for me was very different this year. Christmas Eve was always the time that I would get together with my mom's family, and then on Christmas Day we'd get together with my wife's family. So Christmas Eve we didn't really do anything. We watched movies, watched Violent Night finally, David Harbour as Santa Claus, and with John Leguizamo. Fantastic film, one of my favorites. It's going to be a staple for me. I know I didn't do a review of it because I had planned to do a review of the film the weekend it opened, but I was sick with COVID that week, so I didn't get to go see it in the theater, and it just recently became available on demand, so I just bought it off iTunes. So glad I did. Can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray. But yeah, it was a complete blast. But that's what we did on Christmas Eve. We just watched that. Yeah, showcase some of the stuff that I got for Christmas. Just gonna in no particular order. My wife got me some really cool things. She got me Beats headphones. These are wireless headphones, so yeah, these are really, really cool. The Beats headphones I've heard are the best, and so far using them, I'm not used to like a wireless headphone. I'm always used to using the ones with the wires, but these are fantastic. Just using them the last day and a half, absolutely love them, and my wife really surprised me with them. I had no idea I was getting them. The other thing she got me was, and I showcased these on Instagram, but we got the Fright Rags Pajama Bottoms, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, one of my favorite movies of all time. Really great time this year going to the town of Lolita and seeing, you know, the town and what's left of the Silver Shamrock Factory. Yeah, it's sort of sad what happened, and with that recent earthquake in the same area, I'm wondering if that building got damaged even more. Getting back to these are awesome. First pair of pajama bottoms I've ever gotten from Fright Rags, and they're really high quality. I love them. They're super soft and comfortable. Wore them last night. Yeah, really, really nice gift. I love it. She also got me a new calendar for this coming year for 2023 horror collection. Yeah, this is fantastic. I had a horror calendar last year as well. This one has images of Jason, Lost Boys, Freddy, looks like The Shining, Exorcist. Really, really cool. Love that, and yeah, I can't wait to hang that in my office. Next thing I got was from my sister-in-law. It's a homemade item, and it just says, "In this house we," says, "have parties, love Fridays, love family, dream big, and do puzzles." And of course it has Pennywise, Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy, and Pinhead. And this is fantastic. Still trying to figure out where I'm going to hang this. I'm running out of wall space in both the zone and the lounge, so I might hang this in a different part of the house. But just love the art, and I really love homemade art pieces and figures and things like that. I'm really getting into like Etsy, stuff on Etsy, and people making stuff with my favorite characters. Just a lot of this sort of mass-produced stuff I'm just getting a little overwhelmed by it. There's stuff that's just, they're making it constantly, and there's some stuff that I just think just doesn't look that great and it's not worth the money. So I'd rather buy something that someone really put a lot of time and heart into, and this is really awesome. And I want to thank my sister-in-law for that, my sister-in-law Janet. Next thing I got was, this is from my father-in-law, my father and mother-in-law. I've been wanting one of these now. I shave my head. I've been shaving my head for almost 20 years. I never liked my hair. Even as a kid, my hair was just wavy, and I could never put any product in it. And just been shaving it, and I wear hats every day. That's just been my character for a long time. I did it when I was younger, then I grew it out for a short period of time, then I just started shaving it off again in 2004. But I got one of these Pitbull Shavers Silver Pros, and that was given to me by my father and mother-in-law. And yeah, I've seen like the commercials for this, and it looks like it's awesome because I hate shaving with a straight razor. I always like, it hurts my head to do it. And then with just regular clippers, it just never gets short enough. My hair does grow pretty fast, so I have to shave it like at least once a week. But this looks like it's awesome. It's got like this little thing that collects the hair and everything. So I really wanted this. This was something I really wanted, and I think it looks badass. And I guess you can use it like in the shower and stuff like that. It says like wet or dry. It's cordless. So you just have to charge it like a battery. But yeah, I can't wait to use this. I'm going to use it tomorrow. Can't wait to try it out and see how it works. It's got to be better than what I've been using. Got some awesome movies too. My father and mother-in-law really went overboard. Asked for like one thing and they gave me pretty much everything I asked for, which I don't know why, but my wife and I both got like more than I felt like we deserved, but I'm really grateful for that. So I got 3 Scream Factory movies, ones that I don't have. So I got the collector's edition of Sleepwalkers, 1992 Mick Garris Stephen King film, starring Brian Krause, Mädchen Amick, Alice Krige. It was one of the first appearances of Ron Perlman that I ever saw. I know he had done movies before, but this is like the first thing I remember seeing him in. And I've always kind of liked this movie. It's weird, and it was like the first movie that Stephen King wrote directly as a movie. It wasn't something that was adapted. This is really nice, and you got the hero of the movie, Clovis, right there. Lots of fun. Got a lot of cool special features. Just looking at them, you got the audio commentary with the director, Mick Garris, and actors Mädchen Amick and Brian Krause. Interviews with Mick Garris, Alice Krige, and Brian Krause, and special makeup effects creator Tony Gardner, and then new behind-the-scenes footage, theatrical trailer, TV spots, still gallery. Yeah, I'm really grateful I have this one. Next one I got because I right before day before Thanksgiving, I watched Escape from New York, and I bought that back in late July on the 4K release. I don't have a 4K player, but it did come with the Blu-ray. But I had never really watched that film in its entirety, and I was just blown away by it. It was fucking amazing. Probably going on to be one of my favorite John Carpenter films. I'd always seen pieces of it, but what a brilliant film. But I asked for the sequel, Escape from LA. Now, I do remember watching this when it first came out on VHS. Back to be like, I'm going to say late 96, early 97 when I watched it for the first time. And I dug it, but I hadn't seen the original. But I remember this one really well. And I said, you know, I really love the character of Snake Plissken, and Kurt Russell's one of my favorite actors of all time. And I said, you know what, I got to pick this one up. So I was grateful that they got this one for me. Of course, did the same thing. I flipped the cover to the original art, and it's the single disc. And this one has a pretty good amount of special features. It is a 4K scan. It's got like interviews with the actors and the visual effects artists. Yeah, I'm just really grateful to have this one in my collection. It was another one I was very surprised to have gotten. The next one I got, now I only have this film on DVD. I didn't have it on Blu-ray. I got the 4K HD with Blu-ray Steelbook of John Carpenter's The Fog. I think this is fantastic. I love the way that looks. But you got Blake there and the other ghosts. With the lighthouse, really cool. So it's pretty much the same with the exception of the Dolby Atmos and mono tracks, as well as the 4K scan. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this one. Very happy to add this to my collection. 2 discs there. Got the 4K. And then if you take out the 4K, got the Blu-ray right there. So yeah, really happy for this one, for the gifts that I got from my mother and father-in-law. Some awesome horror movies. And the last thing I want to showcase is something I just discovered about like maybe a couple weeks ago, when we were, saying, hey, this is my, I kind of did like an Amazon wish list that we sent to, family, and just said, hey, this is a book that I would want, and it's called The Dark Heart of Cinema, Fright Fest Guide, Vampire Movies. And of course it had Mr. Barlow, the late great Reggie Nalder, right there alongside Christopher Lee. And I said, you know what, I need this. And this is a really nice book. Really nice full color glossy photos. Shows like every vampire movie pretty much made, from what I could see just flipping through it. You got the Hammer films, you got the classic black and whites, you got stuff like Fright Night. Really cool. I love this book. I can't wait to read through it. Subspecies. I mean, lots of good stuff in here. So yeah, this is a fantastic book. Got this one off Amazon as well, and this is another gift from my father and mother-in-law. So yeah, I got a lot of really cool horror stuff. A lot of cool stuff for the horror zone. I have a couple more videos before my final end of the year video, and I'm still trying to figure out what that should be. Typically I do, top 10 horror films. I'm curious if people would want me to do that again or do something different. Next videos that I'm going to be doing, I'm late on one. I meant to do this one last week, but just didn't have the time because I was putting together that 21st anniversary Majestic video, and that is for my friend Christopher Smith, the Empty Man review. So that one will be coming up this week, as well as my final quiet little tribute of Salem's Lot for this year, focusing on the late great Jeffrey Lewis, who played Mike Ryerson. Also, I want to just put out one thing without going into too much detail, but my sponsorship with House of Mysterious Secrets has ended, so I'm not going to be showcasing that discount code for 10% off your full order. I won't be showing that anymore, so that will not be popping up on any of my future videos. Don't want to get into any more specifics other than that, but I'm just going to put that out. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, and I promise you some really, really good stuff coming up very, very soon to close out 2022. So take it easy. Stay scared as always. Fellow Fright Fiends, just want to say thank you again for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I typically do this once or twice a week with new content. I've been doing this for over 11 years, and the horror genre is a passion of mine, and it really means a lot to me that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again later. Take it easy, stay scared as always.